Skipper moves through with his Gemini, gets a lot of information down, some pings as well, which are not being followed up by his teammates, quickly trying to open up so they could go for an impact trick. They need to make sure this wall doesn't open up. Shaiko, it relies on you, but it's open up anyway. And that provides an opportunity now for Unlimited to try and take this round into their own control.
Shaiko goes down, IWI puts it into a 4 versus 2, and it's something that's fallen away from BDS on their approaches. Can defense be the difference? A swing for Skipper, gets locked down, one more body in the post plant, a 2 versus 1. BriD in another clutch situation, it was a 1 versus 1 on the last map. This time he can send it over, but a post plant. 45 seconds and 2 guns pointed up, and they are pulling themselves back. One in the site is caught. Another 1 versus 1 here for BriD. Caught on a drone, 30 seconds to work with. The player's pulled himself slightly further away. He's waiting, wasting on time. It's IWI, who has been a huge driving force, holds on the key, waits for the swing. They can't make the contact. They pull back at BriD! 2 for 2 on 1 versus 1s, 2 for 2 on maps, and BDS step forward in the bracket.
Who else than BriD to clutch out these kinds of situations when BDS, again, need him the most?
Either way, a 3 versus 2 technical.
And now you have to make that decision. Am I going to go for the pickup on Leakafecker, or are we just going to let him bleed out? Make him believe there's a free kill from the back. Hypix jumps in. Is he going to be able to find one more? At least deal some damage to LMs. Is he going to be able to get the kill? No. Teammate comes in to help, and it's only up to Northwind now. Takes down 1, and it's effective one-on-one situation. But look at his HP. He's so low. All it takes is 1 shot from the Vector. A smoke grenade might block the line of sight. BriD, you have a C4. You have a Vector. Which are you going to try and use to take this kill?
Oh, he's so close!
He's so close!
And it's 1 for BDS! And in a 1 versus 1 situation, where you have everything for this map on the line, who else but BriD would you really want there? They've got to see if they can try and stick the plant tucked on the corner. It's concrete, they can't get that from underneath. Doesn't quite get the Candela in time. Has to suffer and wait, slips on by, but now 2 versus 1 post plant. They've pulled themselves to logistics. The other is on the far side of the site. There's not much wiggle room, and they unfortunately get the wrong side of it. They're dropped. Watching on the opposite end outside the window, pre-firing the angles, pre-firing every swing possible. They're hiding, and they may as well. Teb, he knows that time is on his side, and as the living drone gets removed in 20 seconds, going to go for the long arm and hope that the hop-in doesn't quite have the connection. It's an round! What a little bit of fluid gameplay there. 2 rounds, 2 1vx clutches.
This side, the fire is going to start to push him through. He gets burned. That's a quad kill for Hungry, as Junker will find 1 in return. The diffuser has been dropped.
How can it be a quad kill? We've seen 2 grenade kills from Jegs.
Oh, it showed quad kill.
I know, I don't understand. The game is lying to us all.
Maybe injuries.
He only has 2 total kills, Hungry.
That's weird.
And Jegs has gone down in a frost mat. Oh no! A 1 versus 1 out of absolutely nowhere. Swinging around to the corner, and now it's time to turn that into, I'm going to say an ace because it's funny, but it's Hungry. He's trying to get the bite onto Yonka, who's holding the swing angle, but Yonka! And obviously disaster struck. And I'm assuming we'll get ourselves balanced back with the player that disconnected. I think even the game is confused.
Get out of there. That could have been ended very badly out here, but Hungry is inside. He's going to get himself with an impact going right underneath, trying to go for the plants, but he's taking too much damage, so he has to put down another shield.
That's it. The second shield's being deployed. They've been able to keep themselves control here of blue. The smoke actually forces them off the default, and Packball's waiting for this. The rotate of Azza to come around. The blinds hit across. Xenoxo suffers, but with a bit of damage done inside the site, a post plant, and Oscar gets himself a double and back control of the AKs. There is the Ossa shield still tucked on the far side. It's dangerous, and they have what seems like 2 tiers of vertical. The box above, the player in the kitchen, above the player in the site who's been removed. But with Azza going for this fight, they rotate round with the windows. They're wasting as much time. Xenoxo's holding the defuse, but he's caught by Packball over the 2 stories. Yonka from bottom to top rocks the shot, and there's 1 more catch. Jegs has a long distance to go to try and get the player. Oscar's watching, sprays through, and cannot get there. It's TENSTAR. Once again, take a round. Once again. Tucked onto concrete, there's a ping of a player underneath. They know that there was some danger. It wasn't the Solus, though. Can they try and get themselves executed here? A little too late to the party, but they won out this situation last time round. They're pre-firing the angles. They've gone a bit wider, and Tab gets it on outside the door, pulls himself back, and Azza He finds himself in a 2 versus 1. They haven't left the building this time. Does get the strike onto the first. The second is really far away. Is he going to see if he can try and do something a little bit long army, a little bit fun here? They're sprinting. They're making the motion. They pull off. Now he's a step closer. 10 seconds is sort of the gap. And he takes it! 2 for 2 for clutches up here. And the laughs echo from Junker in all chat, but it's the sigh of sort of aspiration of Oscar being swung on from multiple angles. Jegs can only watch so much, but the pressure is still here on X-TENSTAR. The Banshee pops, as does Aces, gets another blind into the sight, and Jegs gets the cut off. Oscar goes deep, but they've only got a handful of seconds. They got to try and get the kid down. He's hopped up and being hot pinged the whole time round. 4 seconds. What do? You got to make a decision. They swing round. They go for the kid. They get the take.
Still trying to get the confirm. We'll find it now. There you have it. And WYLDE is going to be finding themselves snaking over the ground with a counter defuse, finding themselves on 5-5.